There's too many of them. I don't think I can stand it. You took no damage in that fight. Don't lose hope yet. We can still do this. Looks like there's no other choice. That's a staff. Astori, is that? Later. Close your eyes, everyone. Sir Astori, was that Arcane? Yet another practitioner. How many of you are there among the noble ranks? How about we start talking after we get out of here to safely? A solid idea. Let us leave, squires. Alright. So we're gonna do that. And I would like to save the game, but the game is not going to let me save. We made it! We're out! Phew! That was close. Sir Astori, back there, and what you did was that Arcane? Grateful am I to thee, Sir Astori, for mine life thou hath been saved. Yet to practice such forbidden arts, this cannot be ignored. It's one thing for a heathen to exist among common people. The less educated are, understandably, more prone to be lost in the ways of faith. To have a noble in our ranks, not one but two practitioners of forbidden arts, but one of them sent those horrible abominations to kill us. Sir Astori, on the other hand, used his skills to protect us from them. No matter how lenient thy view art of the law, Camille, this has gone beyond forgiveness. How are we to expect fairness in our lives if we do not uphold the rules as fairly? Ouch. Astori, where did you learn to do such a thing? I've learned much in my journeys outside of the realm, milady. You wouldn't believe the things that common people outside this realm are capable of doing. That's cool, I guess. I assume you know what will happen next. Yes. Will you resist? I take it he's going to be, like, arrested or something. Very well. Know that we are deeply grateful for what you did to save our lives. Squires, arrest this man, take him and return him to the army. With me to the army, with something to the army. What are you squires hesitating for? But Sir Astori saved us. Protecting an outlaw is a grave offense, little elf. Shall I take you into trial as well? Just do as she says, squires. It's alright. Hurry up now, we don't have all day. And I'm being poked on IRC. If I was a real Let's Player, I would ignore this, but give me a moment. Alright, anyway, let's get out of here. And, where are we going now? I think he said we have to go back to war camp. I think she said we have to go back to war camp. Whatever. Anyway. I shall see you there. Alright, here we are in war camp. And before I forget... Ooh, everything's packed up and left. That's cool. Can I go back to... Let's go back to Levantine. Huh. Where do I have to go? I'll check the logbook if I have to. Alright, I'll see you at the castle. Alright, so I'm at one of the vendors, and I see that the things that I've been picking up off random encounters aren't actually useless as I thought. But it appears that I need them to upgrade weapons. Alright, I don't think I can actually do any of this. They're all red. I don't think I can actually do any of this, but, that's good to know, I suppose. What about this other guy? Alright, so I sold all my garbage. Well, not garbage, but stuff that I just said that will, be useful for upgrading items. And I now have 36,760 livre. And that's good, I suppose. I do believe there is an in-game achievement for collecting a certain amount of that stuff. But, mostly I just wanted to offload it in case I need to buy crystals later. Now back to the castle. Ooh, what do you do? Trader. Oh, so this is just, armor and stuff. Alright, so here we are back in the castle, if I can remember how to get to anywhere important. That's not how we get to anywhere important. I think it's down here. The throne room? Let's see, there are save places all over the place here. And, you there. So I came all the way back here for no reason, did I? Perfect! Ooh, I see a sparkly. You can't hide from me. That's a honor medal, Lloyd. Oh, look! Oh, come on. Anyway, I came back to Moncam, or Moncam, whatever this is, Mooncalf, and suddenly there are people here again. And hopefully, what I'm supposed to do can be found within the city. Because I have talked to what I think is every single NPC elsewhere, and nobody has anything interesting to say. Well, except for that one little town out in the middle of nowhere, that's a sparkly. Small aqua crystal. I've talked to almost every NPC in the game, and, what? Oh, that's nice. I've talked to almost every NPC in the game, and none of them have had anything interesting to say. I've checked the logbook, and, that didn't really point me towards anywhere. What happens if I go, you're in red. Sometimes red people are important. No? Alright. Is there people in the throne room? There's somebody in the throne room. Hello? Oh, I guess I should narrate this. Let's do this. I shall summon the other judges. Take your place, squires. Alright. So, oh my god, I went all the way around the world map. And all I had to do was come back in this building. That is... I don't know if that's ridiculous on the game's part or just sad on my part or both. Trial for Astori, Knight of the Levant, shall commence. Soldiers, bring in the accused. Astori, Knight of Levant, you are accused of performing arcane arts, a practice forbidden by the law. Do you confess to breaking the law in this manner? I do. Very well. The judges were informed of your performance of these arts in order to save the lives, something about saving the lives of others. Lady Bellinus, tell us of the events that happened leading to the moment of the act. Yesterday, the squires were sent by the army's commanders to Moncam on their own. The task was simply to notify the nobles of our arrival so that preparations could be made. However, soon afterwards, we received the news that Moncam had fallen to the Enders. Unsure of the capabilities to fend for themselves, I took the initiative to go and assist them. I took with me Sir Astori, for he claimed to be knowledgeable of the town. We looked for the squires and found them in the underground chamber of this castle. They were surrounded by dozens of those monstrosities, and soon so were the two of us. It was then, when we were out of options to escape, that Sir Astori performed the act. The incantation momentarily dazed our foes. We used the gap to slip away into safety. That would be all, judges. And I really need to learn to talk slower, but maybe not like this, because this is a little bit too staccato and... yeah. May I ask the question or two, Lady Bellinus? Of course. Lady Bellinus, thou said in thy testimony that ye were out of options, did you? Indeed, we were cornered, outnumbered, and exhausted. But you could still fight, yes? We could have fought, but I believe the chances of surviving were very slim. If my memories mistake me not, there are 8 of ye at the moment, is that correct? Where are you going with this, Gareth? Lady Bellinus, please answer the judge's question. Yes, there were 8 of us. Well then, was it truly impossible to save thyselves? Each of thee were well-trained, well-equipped nobles of thy respective houses. One amongst thee is even a renowned duelist wielding a sacred sword, no less. To get away unscathed would be unlikely, I concur, but to make it out alive is not an impossible feat for the lioness of Bellinus and her faithkeeper, no? Are you suggesting we could have fought that horde of creatures on our own? I know my own limits, and so do the squires. We couldn't win against them. Ah, but thou would not have known the limits of the faithkeeper. Surely the Deus would have rescued the wielder of one of his sacred blades. Unless, of course, that if thou did not believe in his intervention... Oh, so this has suddenly turned nasty for Lady Bellinus, hasn't it? Alas, I shall neither speak nor make an argument out of uncertainty. After all, none can truly know what plans the Deus has in the works for each of us. Yet I cannot help but think that Sir Astor's arts might not have been truly needed. An easy endeavor without survival, perhaps, but to argue that he saved lives, 'tis doubtful in my opinion. I mean, especially when you consider that we were fighting the things one by one, and that when your HP is restored after every battle. Gareth, your testimonies have been heard, Lady Bellinus, thank you. Please return to your witness stand. Now, if you please. Would there be any more questions from any of the judges? Does the defendant have anything to say before the judges decide his punishment? None? Very well. The judges shall now decide the sentence to befall the defendant. Speaking on behalf of the Church of Deus Valeris, High Cardinal Gareth of Geraldine. Death by drowning. Well, that's harsh. Speaking on behalf of the defendant's army, Lord General Severin of Lareau. Exile, 10 years. Alright, well that's less harsh. This must be a joke. Silence! The two judges differ in their decisions. By the rights of the Arbiter, I shall deliver the final sentence for this trial. Astori, Ne Levant, I hereby sentence you two to be stripped of all possessions which remain in the realm. To be from now and henceforth denied of all titles, family names, and all rights to inheritance. And to be exiled from the realm of the Old North for 15 years. Exile? How lenient. Well, he did save some lives. Are you sure it's not because he's a Levant? 'Tis be lunacy! Surely thy words not speak of a just decision. Silence, Baron. You dare question the decree of an Arbiter? Even Arbiters stand not above the laws of the Deus, Seneschal. Seneschal. Heretics deserve nay better than death by drowning or be burned at the stake. And what do the laws say about heroic sacrifices for another, High Cardinal? What do the scriptures say about one's courage to admit guilt? To have neither saved himself nor escaped a trial that may well have ended his life in dishonor? Is that not the very virtue of bravery that the law teaches to its followers? Oh my god, the reading in this game, there's a lot of it. My decision stands, Geraldine. Now return to your place. Grrr. Squires! Yes, Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear? Leman, yes, Seneschal, sir. Are you calling me names now? No matter, Mr. Bear. That is amazing. No matter, listen to your task, squires. You are to escort Astori to Levantine, where he shall be taken away from the realm for his exile. Afterwards, take this letter to Lord Levant. You shall notify him and Astori's only next of kin of what happened. Alright, so we've got a key item. Shall this man escape in any way imaginable, then I shall deem all 6 of you accomplices to heresy. Thus you shall be sentenced to the same exile that he has been awarded. That's... what the hell? Why do we get punished as well? What if he uses Arcane against us? Wouldn't we be able to do anything about... we wouldn't be able to do anything about that. That is for you to figure out for yourselves, squires. You are giving orders, your duty is not to ask questions, but to do them well. Stop whining like little kids and start acting like the knights you are supposed to be. So knighthood isn't all that it was cracked up to be, huh? Huh, youngsters these days. The court is dismissed. Soldiers, take this heretic away. Alright. Anything else? Oh, you're walking out. I don't know why I asked that. Intolerable. What kind of a circus is this? Betoken the Lord General that the army of House Geraldine withdraws from this war. One heathen has escaped just punishment. I shall not give the runaway the same chance. But Lord Gareth, we need as many people as we can to fight the world under us. Without you and the Inquisitors in our ranks, we would be severely weakened. Doth thee not see the abominations that roam under this very ground, Sir Arthur? The demented man that is the marker is currently roaming freely from this realm. What wisdom makes you believe that we shall let such a creature be? This realm of ours needs to be protected not just from the outside but also from the inside. Let us not see only one and leave the others to grow silently something. Gnaw something. Arya! Yes, honored father. Deus protect thee in battlefield, dear child. Bye! And thee as well, honored father. I shall be leaving as well. The paladins and I have set ourselves up in one of the abandoned houses in the city. Come and visit me later, squires. Alright, so is that our cue to go to the, to do the resting thing and pass time and to go to the next story event? Oh look, the rebel has been cleared. I can't go this way anyway, that sucks. Alright, I'll just go this way then. Now! Oh boy. I am not... oh look, sparklies. On top of my throat hurting, I feel like that's one of the worst readings I have ever done in this game so far. And that's saying something, considering I've done a lot of bad readings for this game. But, we'll see how it turns out. I might decide in editing that it's not quite as bad as it seemed like when I was actually doing the reading. Now, I saw the sparkly. Where are you? Oh, look, there's one here. That's a composite bow. I could probably give that to Leanne. And this is an honored medal Tevio. Let's have a look at the bow. Let's see, that's an elven bow. Composite bow will raise my offenses by about 20-30%. Not bad. And let's move on.